Are you finding it really hard to maintain good posture? It's just exhausting trying to keep yourself upright. It may be because your postural muscles are weak. Today, I have an exercise sequence for you to do to help strengthen those postural muscles to keep you more upright, which will help to prevent compression fractures. If we look at the spine model here, this is the upper back or the thoracic spine. In the front is where we're more vulnerable to fractures. And that happens when we are in a poor postural position all day long. It increases the forces on the front of the spine, and that can increase the risk of compression fractures. So I'd love to show you some exercises today. I'm Anne, a holistic practitioner and physical therapist. These exercises are designed to be safe for osteoporosis and osteopenia, but please, with any new exercise program, check that out with your physician first. Okay, let's get started. We're going to start on our stomachs. Now, if you've just broken a rib or recently broken a rib, this exercise is not for you. If it's a little uncomfortable, feel free to use a small pillow underneath the ribs, or you could also use a small folded up towel to make that more comfortable. All right, so we're going to come down onto our sides. I like to come into side lying first and then roll onto the stomach. All right, so get yourself onto your stomach. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders on the mat. The upper arms are in by the side. Now, the important thing here is to engage the lower abs. So feel as if you are zippering up the lower abs and the pubic bone is pressing down into the mat. So you should feel a little bit of a lengthening happening here. You're not allowing the low back to be swaying. You have your core engaged, feeling the pelvis, feeling the pubic bone down into the floor, and sliding the shoulder blades down the back. From here, you're going to just hover the head off the floor, reaching tall through the top of the head. So really extending out and extending the feet back. So you're really reaching out in each direction as you hover. So barely lifting the head up. The throat is lifted, the neck is long. You're reaching out from both ends, hovering up for a few seconds, and then lowering down. Let's do that again. And pressing the pelvis on, zipper up the low abs, and hover. Sliding those shoulders away from the ears and lower down. Let's do it one more time. Take an inhale to prepare. On the exhale, zipper up the abs, extend long through the top of the head, out through the feet, and lower down. Now, we'll add on to this. We'll be hovering and then lifting the hands off the ground, and then lowering the head and lowering the hands. So take your inhale to prepare. On the exhale, hover the head, hover the hands just barely off the ground, lower the head and lower the hands down. Inhale. Exhale, zipper up the abs, hover the head, lift the hands, lower the head, lower the hands. Inhale. Exhale, zipper up the abs, reach tall, lift, lower the hands, and lower the head. All right, we can progress this a little bit and hit little different areas of the back. You should really have felt that along the upper back. There should be no pain or feeling of discomfort in the low back. If there is, then you're not turning on the abdominals enough to support that low back area. All right, adding on, we're going to place the hands one on top of the other underneath the forehead. Again, lifting the low abs, pressing that pubic bone down into the floor. That stabilizes your low back. So all the work is being done in the upper back. And from here, we're going to lift the head. So hover the head Now lift the forearms off the floor and then lower everything down. Take an inhale. On an exhale, zip up the abs, so really stabilize that low back as you hover the head, lift the arms, hold for a few seconds, and lower everything down. Inhale. Zip up the abs, feel the pubic bone down, reach tall, hover, lift, and lower. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Hover, lift, reach, 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 and lower everything down. Okay, so little break here. We're going to press back into all fours, and then I'm going to have you rock back and come forward. So you're hinging at the hips, keeping the spine long. So we're not coming into this. We're just giving ourselves a little bit of a stretch break, and come forward and stretch back, really allowing the sits bones to expand as you come back, and forward and rock back and come forward. Moving on. One more. Come down to the stomach. And from here, again, we'll be setting up the same way. Exhaling, we'll be pressing that pubic bone down into the ground to stabilize the low back. And this time we're going to just lift the arms off and reach out to the sides, bring them back in and lower them down. So you're getting a little bit of work between the shoulder blades. So you're lifting the forearms up about parallel to the floor, reaching out like a T, bring them back in and lower down. And again, lift everything up and out and in and down. Now you can add the head to this as a more advanced version. On your exhale, you're going to press the abdominals on, press that pubic bone into the floor, extend long, then hover the hands, reach out, come back in, lower everything down. Inhale. Exhale, lift up, reach out, come back in, lower everything down. Should really feel that work just in the upper back. Again, if there's anything in the low back, we need to really engage those abdominals more, feeling that pubic bone into the floor. And again, inhale, exhale, lift up and out and lower. Reach out and in and lower down. And just to finish off with another one of those rock back stretches. You can even go into a little puppy pose here by extending the hips up towards the ceiling, reaching long with the arms. So there's no bending in the back here. We're just in a nice long stretch. And finish. These postural strengthening exercises can be done 2-3 times a week to help keep us in that more upright position and take away some of the stress on the front of the spine where we're more vulnerable to fractures. So I hope you enjoyed these. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and hit the subscribe button so you'll be sure to get my videos as they come out. I have a free osteoporosis ebook, so please pick that up if you haven't already. I will put the link below in the comments. Until next time.